Good evening. Welcome to Lights Out Storytime with the Houston Public Library. This evening, I will be reading The Voice by Alvin Schwartz from More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. We'd like to thank HarperCollins for giving us the permission to read this story tonight. Ellen had just fallen asleep when she heard a strange voice. "Ellen," it whispered, "I am coming up the stairs. I am on the first step. Now I am on the second step." Ellen got scared and called her parents, but they didn't hear her, and they didn't come. Then the voice whispered, "Ellen, I'm on the top step. Now I'm in the hall. Now I'm outside your room." Then it whispered, "I'm standing right next to your bed." And then, "I've got you!" Ellen screamed, and the voice stopped. Her father rushed into the room and turned on the light. "Somebody's in here," Ellen said. They looked and looked. Nobody was there. This evening, I will be sharing with you the story of the Sneezing Ghost, a folk story from Picardy, France. A long time ago near Somme, there lived a man who passed by every night sneezing continually. At any hour at which one might pass in the neighborhood, one heard nothing but "Achoo! Achoo!" repeated without ceasing, until passers-by would merely comment, "It is the sneezer." Several times the young men of the village assembled to try and take the sneezer by surprise, but they arrived on the spot, instead of hearing the "Achoo!" they heard nothing at all, and no one was there. Finally, the villagers realized that he had never harmed anyone, and merely contented themselves with making the sign of the cross whenever they heard the noise. One summer, a peasant was passing by through the village after a late market, and he started to hear the sneezing. It did not alarm him, but the sound followed him relentlessly. "Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!" Until finally the peasant cried out, "Will you never finish sneezing? May God bless you, you and your cold." He had hardly said the words when a phantom appeared in front of him, dressed all in white. "Thank you, friend. You have delivered me from this suffering. God condemned me to walk the earth sneezing until a charitable living person blessed me. Happily this evening, you have delivered me for all time. Once again, thank you, and goodbye." The ghost disappeared, and from that moment on, he was never seen again. This evening, I will be reading the story of Knock Knock, which is based off of an urban legend. A young boy and his sister are left home alone when their parents go out for the night. As their mother was leaving, she told her children not to open the door under any circumstances. "If anyone knocks, don't answer it," she told them. About an hour after the parents left, the kids heard a knock on the front door. "Just ignore it," said the girl to her brother. But again, they heard knock. It happened again and grew louder each time. Eventually, the girl couldn't stand it anymore. "I'm going to answer it," she told her brother. The sister went downstairs to the front door. Her brother laid on the sofa watching TV. He heard her asking loudly, "Who is it?" He also heard the click of the lock on the front door. And then he only heard silence. He lay there for a while, listening for any noise, but heard nothing. Eventually, he started getting scared. His sister still hadn't returned. He was afraid to call out to his sister, so he sneaked out the back door and made his way to their neighbor's house. When he went into the house, his neighbor was watching a live stream. Check it out. This guy was filming and he witnessed a murder. As the image zoomed closer to a blood-streaked door, the neighbor said to the boy, "Hey, that looks like your house." The boy was shaking with fear. "That is my house." Thank you for joining me. We hope to see you soon. Bye.